to give a little background on this for anybody who may not already know this, I've never played Oblivion, but after playing Skyrim, I was gonna go straight into Oblivion, and now that the remaster is officially happening, I'll be checking that out, and then probably play the original one at some point to get the charm of the first game, right? But yeah, I want to check this video out and just kind of see what it looks like, because I haven't seen much about it, to be honest.
Remaster just leaked. It's real. And it's not just a remaster. They've redone some of the mechanics. Personally, after seeing these screenshots, I am now excited. Before, I had no idea what to expect. If you go to the site now and try and find them yourself, they've now been taken down and blocked. So yes, these screenshots are definitely legit. This is the official remaster of Oblivion. I'm gonna relive my childhood. And you can see, if you look very closely at the blurry bottom here, all of those platforms, including day one on Game Pass. I'm actually thinking it's really cool to see PlayStation on here as well, specifically PS5 though, which is interesting. But that raises a big question. Can a support studio truly capture the magic of a game like Oblivion? Or are we...
I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think that that's going to be a problem. I think it'll be fine. Day one Game Pass, that's pretty sick, so I don't have to feel guilty about playing somebody else's copy. They really pushing the horse armor. Isn't that the first, like, microtransaction or something like that? Like, back in the day, wasn't it horse armor? Xbox Game Pass be eating well. Yeah, no doubt, dude. I mean, I have Game Pass. That's why I've been playing Skyrim, because I can't afford to drop $50, $60, $80 on new games these days. Like, I don't have that kind of money, so it's like Game Pass is clutch because I can play a big variety of stuff. The homies, you know, we got like the family share Steam thing, but I feel guilty, right? Like, you know, it's their copies and I'm playing their copies. So $4.99 swipe credit card for skin, first time ever. That's crazy. And now look where we are with microtransactions.
We about to get a technically gorgeous remaster that looks beautiful, that somehow still feels hollow, like it's not a Bethesda game. But obviously we know Unreal Engine 5 is an absolute beast, and these new images show it off. The lighting, the textures, the world designs all look jaw-dropping.
I mean, yeah, that looks incredible. The detail, the color, the water looks really nice. Like, yeah, this looks pretty good.
Obviously, archery is getting a full overhaul. If you played a marksman in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you didn't do it for long because it was terrible and it was hard to play like that. So understandably, Todd Howard has given us the option to once again play as a stealth archer. And I suspect archery will be similar to Skyrim, but with more stagger and impact physics. In fact, hit reactions have now been added to the game, so your attacks are going to feel more impactful in combat. I really want to see more actual gameplay of that, because obviously we don't know if that's going to be good or not until we see it. Stealth will now show highlighted indicators, and there will be improved stealth mechanics in general. I assume we can expect it to be similar to Skyrim, which is definitely not a bad thing, and that would be far more enjoyable than the original Oblivion stealth system. Though I'm kind of curious if...
Goodness knows that when Oblivion comes out, whenever this remaster happens, I'm probably not going to do Stealth Archer, because good gosh, I can't play the game in peace when it comes to posting clips on any platform without just people being pissed off that I'm playing Stealth Archer.
They've kind of taken more of a step towards what the Elder Scrolls 6 will look like stealth gameplay wise compared to what Skyrim was like. And things get even more interesting when they talk about blocking, because it's apparently been redone to feel more Souls-like. And I don't really know what that means. It could mean that we have the option to parry, and blocking takes up more stamina, so maybe we can be staggered just like in Skyrim. Well, overall, I think, based on what I understand here, that they've modified and changed just the right things that were really bad and didn't age well to bring the Oblivion remaster into 2025 and make it playable and enjoyable.
I think that's important that he said that, because people that grew up playing this or whatever, they don't need to take away the charm, right? They don't need to take away the charm of the game. That's what made people fall in love with this. probably a lot of people for the series overall. They don't need to take away all the charms just because it's an updated game. Just fix the things that maybe weren't like super polished or have changed a lot since then. Clean that up. There you go. Make it a fresh game, but don't take away what made the game popular, you know?
One of the most impressive screenshots we see, which also shows the draw distance, is the picture of the Imperial City.
Right there.
And the outside rocks and environment have all just been redone, and I imagine they just feel so much more interesting than that really flat, linear, sort of plain environment we were walking across before.
That looks amazing.
And then you have the actual entrance to the Imperial Sewer, and this is a zoom in of just how lush the vegetation and ground flora is in Unreal Engine. Like, you can see the pathway, you can see the details of the environment. Like, there's a little skeleton here with all the parallax ground textures on the rocks.
I like the details.
I know this is a pixelated image, but my god, it looks good.
Yeah,
all
the details look really
and
nice.
Dead trees versus alive ones on the grass. Oh my god, it just feels like I need to go there and explore it, you know? And there's the dreaded, infamous horse armor. I can't even see what horses these are. But
insert the meme where the dude's slapping the credit card on the table. We love horse armor.
Are you guys excited for this experience, or based on what you've seen, or are you nervous? Are you nervous we're going to lose those weird Oblivion memes and quirks of the original game? Because Oblivion really was a meme machine, and we all loved it for that. Now, clearly this is part of Bethesda's strategy.
Yeah, I mean, so, again, like, my whole thing about Oblivion, like, I don't know anything about the story. I know very little about the gameplay. My Oblivion knowledge is memes. Like, I've seen plenty of memes about NPCs and stuff like that. I don't think worrying about losing that should be a huge deal, because like, this is a remaster. It's gonna get polished, it's gonna get cleaned up to be I would assume they want it to be a better experience in 2025. But like, if you're worried about that, then just go back and play the other one. Like, it's not gonna go anywhere. I've seen people, like NPCs laying in the middle of the street, like inside the ground, and then they'll like fly to the sky or whatever. Amazing stuff. But like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna fix that, right? They're not gonna put that stuff in the game for a remaster.
Release Oblivion Remaster to help bridge the gap between Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls 6, and I am here for it.
So let me know what you're just go ahead and face the fact that we're all gonna be gray, crippled, and just old before the 6th game drops. I mean, well, hey, there's a lot of unknowns, right? But at the end of the day, it's happening, and that's what matters, right? I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to play that like day one and really get a feel for it. That's gonna be awesome.